I think I can make this a little clearer. I don't know why it looks so smoky. Hello, this is High Priestess Jamila, here to do your new moon Hermit guidance reading. Welcome to the channel. I don't know what I'm going to see, so I don't know what the title is going to be yet until after I am done. Here you guys can see this beautiful backdrop that I'm looking at right here. Until I start throwing the cards, then I'll pan the camera down. Okay, so we're going to do the Hermit spread. It's a 6-card spread. Of course, we will do clarifiers. This is going to be for April, but also this is going to be your new moon reading. So if you're new to the channel, make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. If you need a private reading or consultation for spell work, all of my links are located in the video description box below. I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which I am absolutely loving this deck. And I'm just going to get started for y'all, okay? All right. Okay, I want to kind of smudge my cards a little bit. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Okay. Just gonna smudge a little bit. And cleanse and clear these cards for the Taurus reading. Okay. All right, we're gonna call to Saint Michael, spirit guides. Saint Michael for protection, thank you. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters for the Taurus sun, moon, rising. And Spirit wanted me to look at the north nodes for this reading also. So if you have a Taurus in your north node. All right, Spirit guides. What is Taurus? What was Taurus trying to navigate? What has distracted Taurus? What prevents Taurus from seeing their own way out? Okay, from where can Taurus draw hope to find their way? What does Taurus need to address before they can move ahead with purpose? And what's the most useful next step that Taurus can take? It's going to be for April 11th for the new moon, 2021. Okay. Okay, Taurus. So right off the bat with the Page of Swords coming up, I feel like a lot of you Tauruses just really wanted to be understood. A lot of you guys just want to be understood. That Page of Swords, just somehow it just tells me that many of you guys wanted to be understood. And I do feel that also the Page of Swords feel like it has something to do with wanting to be heard. Feeling like you're not being heard. Okay, but I feel like the way that it's being done is possibly not the best way. Okay, feel like what this Page of Swords is saying is that it's not about what you say, but it's more so about your actions. This is typically what you're being judged about. But see, what also another thing that Spirit is saying is that depending on whatever you were saying, you don't necessarily have to apologize for that. Now, obviously, if the things that you were communicating were either imbalanced or unfair, that people aren't going to understand that. But if you guys were completely like in the right in the situation, that you guys don't necessarily have to think about or even be concerned about what people think of you, but it depends, okay? I feel like this Page of Swords has something to do with a possible relationship that wasn't meant to be, that you're holding on to. Spirits, clarify Page of Swords for the Tauruses, please. Yeah. That's a relationship possibly that you may have regret about, but I feel like a lot of you guys seem to be stuck in that head space. So this has something to do with clearing out negative subconscious blockages too, which can be really difficult. It can be really difficult. Definitely can tell that many of you guys possibly could use a cleanse, like to clear yourself of this energy, because I feel like it's been weighing really heavily on you. Now, the Page of Swords could be a person. I feel as though what Spirit is saying is that you need to speak your truth. And when you speak your truth, you're going to feel so much better. Okay? Now, what has distracted you? The Seven of Pentacles distracted you. Feel like a lot of you guys have wasted way too much of your time and energy on something. Way too much of your time and energy on something that's just keeping you stuck. You're putting all of your eggs into that one basket, but it's not really bearing any fruit. Now, what prevents you from seeing your own way out is the Six of Pentacles. I feel like what Spirit is saying is that everything is about give and take. Okay? And, you know, if you don't take the time to put something tangible, or if you're not putting energy into the work that you're doing, this is why you're getting what you're getting in return, because you're not really putting in the work. You're not really dedicating yourself to what you're supposed to be. And see, this has something to do with your money and your job. I feel like the Emperor comes up because this is, I feel like the Emperor is saying that you have to treat others the way that you want to be treated. And then also I feel like the Emperor is talking about the law of attraction big time. Okay, which is kind of the same principle. What you put out there is what comes back to you. And there's really no excuse, because you're just doing yourself a disservice. Okay. Now, from where can you draw hope to find your way? You guys got the Eight of Cups. It is okay to walk away from that situation. People are still going to think whatever they think. You can't allow people and their thoughts and their opinions to keep you in mental bondage. I feel like a lot of you guys have been concerned about being psychically attacked. I don't really see any psychic attacks. I feel that this is something that you have to look at yourself. This is something that has nothing to do with any outside influences. The Eight of Cups is really positive because it's saying walk away, cut the cord from those situations that no longer serve you or your purpose. Letting go emotionally, letting go and walking towards something more positive. The Eight of Cups is actually very positive. I do feel as though there are spirit guides that are gently nudging you to do that. Okay. Now the Tower comes up as far as what you must address before you can move ahead with purpose. And it's obvious what Spirits is saying. Hey, is it meant to be? Okay, it's not your destiny. It's more so destiny for you to cut the cord and walk away. And the reason why you're not letting go is because you're afraid to let go of whatever it is. This could be a memory, a person, a trauma. You haven't been letting it go. And also this has something to do with you. I feel like spirit is saying that the reason why you're having these tower moments is because your spirit guides are trying to tell you something. Now, I'm actually going to clarify that tower. These are general readings, so I can't really get deep into it. Okay. Spirits, give me more information for the Tauruses about this. Okay. So temperance comes up. If you're trying to manifest money, you have to literally possibly stop thinking about it. Now, many of you guys, I got to tell you, temperance can represent too much of something. Okay. And I feel with this Eight of Cups that it may have something to do with alcoholism, and that you guys need to pull back from that a little bit. Like, it's not to say that you don't stay, you don't have to stop altogether, but just doing less of it, okay, of something. Okay. Also, temperance can represent just in general codependency. Okay. Can represent codependency on another person. Definitely need to release yourself from that. You are more powerful than that. The Emperor is saying that. What's the most useful step that you can take? So the Emperor comes up, right? And what I feel is that for a lot of you guys, this has to do with an ex. I do see an ex possibly slandering you, but I can also see you avoiding that and looking at everything else except for the problem at hand. You're making the situation a lot more complicated than what it has to be. You're going all around circles. You're running circles around the situation instead of dealing with whoever is your actual enemy. So I do see an enemy. Person could be an air sign. Okay. Could be an air sign, a water sign, or a fire sign. I feel like this is a person that is a spiritual enemy. But at the end of the day, who is responsible for you? You. Now, I do feel that a lot of you guys possibly could use some protection, but what good is doing is having protection when you're just going to go and sort of injure yourself by keeping yourself involved in that situation? The Emperor also talks about doing what's right, doing what's admirable, doing something that the community can respect. Okay. Six of Pentacles in this reading represents getting out and possibly doing some community activism, not just being out for self, but being, helping others. Because I feel like there's been a lot of things that you have done that have been self-depreciating. Okay. It's been self-depreciating. And even though inside of you, you are this person that is honorable, but people are not seeing that. People are not seeing who you really are because you haven't necessarily been showing that. You've been showing another side of yourself. And then also, I feel like a lot of you guys are speaking totally against what it is that you want. Even if you're speaking it on others, you're doing it to yourself. So I feel like the Six of Pentacles, for some reason, is saying, hey, you're going to have to pay it forward. Do something nice for others. Maybe even make amends. Okay, I know that Tauruses can be very stubborn, sort of natural narcissists that don't like to admit when they have done something wrong. And you're going to have to admit that you've done something wrong if you have done anything wrong. If you have wronged anybody, you're just going to have to admit that you did the wrong thing. The emperor wants the truth, and they're going to keep going on and on and on and on until they get it. They want you, even though they have all the evidence in the world, they want a confession. And this makes a lot of sense because when you confess to doing something, it does kind of clear your soul. It gives you this new beginning. Okay? I'm going to throw a final advice card from this emperor. Spirits, what final advice do you want to give to the Tauruses? Okay, up the Hermit came up. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself. You have to really, really look at yourself. Like in the situation, I feel like there is somehow, sorry guys, there's a lot of victim playing that the Hermit is saying, that you're playing, that instead of taking responsibility, that you're playing victim, that you're claiming to be the victim all the time. And for a lot of you Tauruses, you're not. This is actually what is stopping you from progressing forward and keeping you in this mental emotional cycle that you can't seem to get out of. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Taurus, hit that subscribe button, click the bell notifier. Also hit that thumbs up. If you guys want a private reading with me or either a consultation, I did change the name of my cleanses to Deep Soul Cleansing. So if you guys want a consultation for that, I'm always here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Happy new moon to y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace and love.